FIFA, that we have a strong representative national league in Australia, all to win its approval to win the 2018 or 22 World Cup bids. But when you expand, particularly with private owners, which we have, it pushes enormous pressure on their own personal finances. And there's no doubt that Clive Palmer's dummy spit at the moment is in response to the fact that FFA money went in to prop up the Fury up in Queensland rather than his own Gold Coast team. There's another message here too. Can the Gold Coast sustain 3 or 4 teams in national leagues? Yeah. If the biggest employer on the Gold Coast is the Gold Coast Council.
And that's why they might let this one go. But rather than a relegation system, you almost have a survival system.
You do.
The Gold Coast goes out and Melbourne Heart comes in.
But there are rewards in an expanded league, and that is that you get more teams into the Asian Conference, the Club Championship there, which has got $1.5 million prize money US, significant.
Doesn't do much for fans either. No continuity in relationships.
Well, and it's no surprise to me that the Queensland clubs are the ones that are suffering, because to play in the northern summer and the Queensland heat,
absolutely,
it's significant. That's where you're going to have your lowest crowds.
Well, I'm more worried about a headline this morning, Jared, that suggests Harry Kewell might miss the World Cup. It's speculative. He's got a groin injury, and it's about a month before they need to name the squad. So there's a while to go, but he's not encouraging.
Yeah, quotes unnamed sources expressing concern that he's had a groin injury, hasn't played since December. The report says he's not training with Galatasaray yet, let alone playing, and their season is coming to an end with half a dozen fixtures to go. So even if he does get himself fit, he could be staring at a circumstance where he fronts up at a World Cup without 6 months' worth of football, having not played for 6 months. There'll probably be a few of these stories dotted around between here and the World Cup, because not having the key personnel is one of the key planks that could bring you undone. But very interesting to see how that develops, whether you wouldn't want to front up to this World Cup without Harry Kewell.
I was very disappointed to read a magazine article about Harry Kewell where, after his Turkish team got beaten in a match, he was on the phone to his manager saying, "You beauty, this bids up my chances of getting more money in my next contract," because the loss today was clearly evidenced by the fact that they didn't have a striker out there on the paddock. Putting your own contract ahead of the team's own fortunes, I reckon that's off.
Yeah, and the question marks over Bresciano and Grella as well, so it'll be a nervous period the next month or so. Now, on the Olympics, Roy, a report this week suggested that the federal government was about to give